Hello everybody and welcome back to JakesRCStuff and welcome to 2019. No, that was a fuck up. Welcome to 2020. And I am going to be doing, this is going to be a black video by the way, so it's kind of like a podcast, so feel free to go off and do something else while you listen to my sultry tones might appear in the background. So I think 2019 was all right. We've gained subscribers. There's like a peak and a crest. I've noticed every year since I've done this, and around this time we seem to be in the peak and a crest. Now, peak and a divot. I'll call it a peak and a divot. We're in a bit of a divot at this time of the year. It seems like as we start to get into New Year and a bit further on, we start getting towards summer. Things always seem to go up. That seems to be up around March, April time, and then down around this time. Starting to go up a little bit now. Hopefully. How was last year without directly looking at stats? Obviously, things, the vast majority of my videos get views, which is better than my gaming channel does. They might not all be 2 digits, but we have 127, I think, as I'm recording this. Switch account. Yeah, 127 subscribers on JakesRCStuff, which is great news. And thank you to each and every one of you who subscribed this year. I think it was about 50, to be honest, if I remember correctly. From when I looked like a month ago, it was like 47, so it's probably about 50. What's happening this year? More of the same. I introduced some sort of tweaks towards the end of the year. Like, for example, I finally did one of those videos that I spoke about for a very long time, where I did like a... You've decided to buy a plane. What are your go-to parts? I did it on cameras. It was a little bit rambly. I'll try and make it a bit less rambly for the next one I do. In terms of projects, obviously we've got Concorde still going on. We've got the little glider to finish at some point. I'm going to do more of the on-the-workbench kind of fixy, repairy doodads and things like that. Yeah. What else? Yeah, I mean, that's basically what's happening. I did this year get an iPhone 11 Pro Max doodah. I was recording on a Canon camera, which I'm probably still going to use for a while because it's just easier, because I pop an SD card out into my computer, I copy everything across, and boom, you're ready to edit. The 4K stuff looked great. Some of the videos that you're going to see soon are going to be in 4K 60 FPS because of this phone, but I'm going to turn it upside down so we don't read the messages. The issue is trying to get stuff off of the phone to edit is a nightmare. So I have a Mac, but it's very old and it kind of struggles with taking stuff off. I think just because it's an old version of Mac OS and not the latest, the latest that its iTunes shows an iPhone 10. I mean, 2 generations beyond that. So it's a bit of a ball ache. Now, luckily, I have unlimited data. So what I've been doing I built a new PC over Christmas, and that stuff's been going on to the gaming channel that I do, and that basically I was uploading stuff off of the 4G, so it's quick, onto Google Drive, which I had to buy a subscription for because it was a lot of gigabytes, and then downloading them back down through 4G through a hotspot onto the computer to then edit them. But Vegas is also having issues with some of them. Basically, I do one or two things, then do Control S to make sure that if it crashes, it saves things. So for now, I may go back to using the standard camera, wherever that ended up going, because I had a desk shift about. It may not look quite as good, but it's just so much easier to edit with. Like, it's going to take me months to get that, get all the computer building stuff out. I have 2 videos on that channel that have been in the first 2 weeks of January, but it's just a pain in the arse to deal with. If I had a Mac, I'm sure I could plug it in and just drag and drop the stuff off of it, more or less, and then copy it across onto my Windows machine where I'll edit it. But to be honest with you, I've decided that money for that is going to go elsewhere, either into planes for this channel or into some stuff for... I've decided to do like a little bit of a tech channel-y type thing like I used to do on my gaming channel. I used to do games and tech stuff. Because I'm thinking of building servers and things and just having kind of fun with computery stuff again. I've kind of had my interest re-peaked, and there are practical reasons as well for it, for like data storage and trying to get all the noisy hard drives out of this room into another room where it can sit in a server and I can just access stuff off of it as and when I'm needed and have just solid state non-spinning drives that don't make any noise because nothing happens on the actual computers I have in this room, because I actually bought a new hard drive, which was only because I built a new gaming computer. It was only running off of SSDs. I bought a 6 terabyte hard drive for it, and even when I put a load of sponge, it's so noisy I've actually taken it down. It's now in my hands. So I was going to return it, but I decided to keep it, and it can go in the storage server whenever I decide to make it. I'm also drinking a Diet Coke. I apologise for that, but I'm speaking a lot. So yeah, in terms of projects that are coming up, got Concorde, Little Glider. We've got the Vortini, which has kind of gone in a box and disappeared somewhere because I just kind of got fed up of it. And the problem is because the company has disappeared and the website is down, I don't know the CFG or anything. So that's just a real pain in the arse, really. I have actually got 2 new planes coming. One is, I think it's called the X8, but it's not the X8 Flying Wing. It's the one that's on Banggood. That's basically a Bixler, because I really like the Bixler 1.1, not really the 2, and I have a 3 that hasn't even flown yet. But yeah, I need some sorting out doing. So I've bought that as like another test machine because it was like 33 quid. So that's just stuff that's never going to be permanent. It's constantly going to have stuff being ripped in and out of it and being tested, and on a plane that in theory doesn't matter. There's some other sort of smaller bits I've got recently for receivers and things I'm going to show off in a video because they're really useful. I got one of those Dart 250s, which I always thought was a quad, but it was a Dart 250 plane. Another one of these sort of mini Drac-esque planes. So I've got one of those with all this gear in it, so the co-pilot, the FPV camera, stuff like that. I've also got an antenna tracker coming, which I'm quite excited about. And yeah, just a bunch of different things. So they'll all be coming basically as soon as I've done the videos on them. In terms of the monetary stuff I tried to introduce recently, because that's when the other sort of things came in. Nobody's subscribed to Patreon. Nobody's sent me a donation via PayPal as far as I know, because I should get an email about it. So that's kind of sad. The Patreon thing was kind of like subscribe, and then I will sign up for Vimeo for £6 a month and do it that way. I'm certainly glad I've done it that way, because otherwise it'd be 6 months of fuck all, because no one will have watched anything, and it'd be just all a pain in the arse. But yes, in terms of like sponsorships and stuff, I'm not far off a £20 voucher from Honey, and I got like $39 from Banggood for all the affiliate link stuff. And as I'm sure you'll be aware, I mean, just from the stuff that I've mentioned and what's coming soon, my Christmas present videos, of course, I've got to edit. And I'll something from Flex Innovation, so not cheap. I'm certainly not in profit on this channel. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. As I say, I think I'm also going to do a bit of a tech channel, which will just be me uploading random shit when I do it. But yeah, other than that, not a lot to really say. I do have a video recorded for this channel of my Christmas present getting built. But again, it was recorded on my phone. It's going to be a nightmare to get the stuff off of it and go from there. Also, I'm going to do a proper video where you can see my screen, and we will go over stats and things like that. I might actually fire that up on the gaming machine because it'll look proper. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching this video. If you have watched it, Patreon and links and stuff will probably be in the description. If not, look for one of my videos where it is. If you do want to support me, give me a little New Year's present. Hope you all had a new year. If you did get any new stuff for Christmas or whatever, or Hanukkah, or just being alive on the 25th of December, feel free to share it in the description, in the comments, and things like that. You know what I mean. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. Goodbye.